Hey everyone, today we are going to be talking about the daily planner that I've chosen and also some of my favorite daily planners that I have here to show you that are not the one that has been chosen. So let's walk through some of them that I've tried over the past year, and then I will tell you the reasons that I've chosen what I've chosen. And sorry if the lighting's a little bit harsh. You can see my hands moving because I'm actually using some artificial lighting. It's the best I can do. I've been at, you guys, I didn't mention in the last video, I don't know which one's going up of this, but I have been hired, and I passed the NCLEX, and I'm going to be a labor and delivery nurse. It was like my dream, and I'm so thrilled that I get to do that. But anyway, today I've been at classes all day doing like neonatal resuscitation and different certifications I have to get done before I start the class. So the lighting's not the best at this time of day. Anyway, so let's go through some of the planners I've tried, and I will tell you about why I've chosen what I've chosen. At the beginning of the year, I really thought that I was going to be using the MakseLife daily for my daily. I really think this has some amazing things and that it offers that other planners don't offer. But there's a couple reasons why this didn't work for me. Now, this is not I'm not saying anything negative about this for anyone else. This may be your perfect system. I know there's some planner people who actually helped design this because this is exactly what they wanted. So this may work for you. I'll tell you why it didn't work for me. But I have some inserts in here of the MakseLife Daily that I tried. I initially thought that I was going to use this one because, oh my gosh, isn't it cute and gorgeous? One of the things that held me back from this one is the price. So these are a little over, I think they're like $55. I'll write the price here, but something like that each, and they're quarterly. So you would be spending over $200 to use this system in a year, which is really expensive. The cover also, I don't know if you can tell, but it just like doesn't move that well. And I used the weekly for a little bit with the same cover, and it just ripped up. You can even see it's like starting to come apart. These just aren't the best. They feel really nice and high quality, but I think that they're too stiff of covers for this really gorgeous coil. Their coil is so nice. I would say it's better than Erin Condren's coil. It's like feels more heavy duty, but it doesn't twist. Like, I don't know if you can tell, I can't even twist it because it gets stuck in the cover. The covers just aren't, they just don't work that well. I did make stickers that go with this, and I was really excited about using them. So there are monthly kits that fit perfect in the MakseLife Daily. And then I have, in this you can do your yearly goals, your monthly goals, you have your weekly goals. Then you have a weekly overview. So this is kind of like a monthly goal. You get monthly goal setting, you get weekly overview. These are my stickers that go with it. And then you have daily planning. So these are obviously the New Year sticker kit, but let me show you some without my stickers. So this is what the weekly overview looks like, and this is what the daily blank looks like. So you have it says up there your week of, and then the focus, and then it has your days. Over here, it doesn't go down. You have the date, you have focus, then you have a section of 3 check marks, or 3 bullet points. You have this huge list of check marks, things to do. You have, this is a time slot. The times aren't written in, so you write them in. This is an undated planner, so that's a plus or a minus, depending on how you think of it. You have a dot grid down here, and then 3 boxes. Now, the reason this didn't work for me is just because there's so much to it, and it was stressing me out trying to figure out how to use all these different sections. A daily for me is really just for time blocking and task list. All I want in it is this and a time blocking. Time blocking is the main thing I use in a daily, so it was really unfortunate to me that it was such a little section and no times written in. I think that there are some great things about this. I know a lot of people are loving it. So it's just me. It just didn't work for me, and it stressed me out, actually. This layout stressed me out, where a daily really for me is to de-stress. It's to take the things that I need to get done and manage the time. And I know that some people are like, well, just skip the boxes that you don't want to use. But for me, for my type A personality, I felt like I needed to fill in every little thing, and I needed to figure out a really good way to use it all, and nothing was working, and I just stopped using it. So I obviously didn't end up using this because I can't even close it. That's like all my strength. I can't get it closed. Okay. Oh, there it goes. This beautiful planner, which I love so much, so much, is where I ended up using my MakseLife dailies. I didn't end up keeping the ones that I did, but I'll put a picture up right here of a layout that I did in it. And I loved, not necessarily the MakseLife dailies, because like I said, that system didn't work for me, but I really loved using a daily in a ring binder. And after the MakseLife didn't work for me, I started using the Flora dailies in here, and I really enjoyed it. The reason I didn't stick with this, and these, I don't usually go for Flora, but this was sent to me by Erin Condren, so I was just trying it out. The reason I didn't end up sticking with the ring system is because for my daily, it's a workhorse, and I really like the ability to fold it back on itself and have my little checklist taking up very little space on my desk and being able to check off all of my to-dos and work on my task list. This system takes up a lot more space. You can't fold it back on itself. And I know that that's silly and may not be important to anyone else, but for me, it was a big deal. And so I stuck with this for about a month and then switched back to my daily duo. So I was consistently in my daily duo probably for not that long, probably 8 months of 2021. It was an amazing system for me. You can tell this one is chunky. I used the heck out of it. This is last July, and I loved it. I used all of the pages, all of them. And it was just a really great system for me. I do have sticker kits that fit this really cute. I love my boxes down here that have the dot grid in them, so that those of us who need lines can use lines, but you can still do whatever you want in it, because it's not, I don't know, you could do like graphs or grids or whatever. I am like so many planner people, my eyes started to wander in January, and that's when I started trying like the MakseLife and everything. But I used this consistently for, I don't know, well, for this 6 months for sure, I used every page. For the next 6 months, I've been hopping from planner to planner, but I've used this for about 8 months of it. Okay, the last planner I tried was the Simplified Daily, and you guys, this might be my favorite of all the layouts. I love this layout so much. This is obviously their new one, and I jumped into it. So back in the back of this, I used the last 2 months to plan. So I used my sticker kits. The Daily Duo sticker kits do fit in here pretty nicely. Sheets A and D work perfect. The other 2 sheets, the lines don't totally line up, so I wouldn't recommend B or C, but the A and the D I used for almost all of this. You can see the headers fit just great. I love this layout, and the reason I do, let me get to a blank page. Their layout, all it is times and to-dos, and then you have a block down here to do whatever you want. That is perfect for me. I love it. I love this paper. They have new paper this year. It's a little bit brighter, and there's no bleed. It's awesome. It's awesome paper. Because there's no grit to it though, it does smear. If you are a lefty, you might be concerned about that, but I didn't have a problem with it smearing at all. Unless I was like highlighting over pen, and then sometimes that would smear. Where on Erin Condren, because they have grit, you can highlight over pen on a lot of pens and it won't smear. So let me show you just a couple of my layouts. This is during a time that I was studying for NCLEX, and so you can see a lot of studying. I do usually like motivation, or during this time I was just putting like spiritual quotes or motivational quotes, something to kind of keep me going, like believe and act as if it were impossible to fail. I put that quote the day of my exam. Wow, that made me emotional. Anyway, I really, really love this planner a lot. But the reason that I am not sticking with it is this. This kind of binding on this, the same one that's on the MakseLife planner, and one of the reasons why I stepped away from the MakseLife planner and went back to my Erin Condren. Erin Condren always kind of calls me back. I'll meander away for a year, and then I'm always back at Erin Condren. Usually it doesn't even last a year. I'll meander away for like 3 months, and I want my Erin Condren back. But the MakseLife system I do really, really love, and so it kept my attention for the solid 2020, and I never looked away. And then after that, I kind of learned their goal setting system and learned that you can use it in all of the planners. I can just take what I learned and move in. I think everyone should be in MakseLife for at least a year. But yeah, this binding drives me nuts. And I really missed my interchangeable covers. I don't love this, that you have to kind of like think about it to fold it now, or to close it. Now the simplified patterns and their styling and everything definitely speaks to me more than Erin Condren. I love their designs. I love their color scheme. These happy stripe colors are like speak straight to my heart, and I love it. But if it weren't for the Coil and the chipboard cover, this like hardcover, I probably would stick with the simplified, because this is nearly perfect layout for me. I love this layout so much, and I really love my handwriting on the paper. You know how sometimes some papers just make your handwriting look better? I feel like this simplified paper just makes my handwriting look better, and I can write smooth. I write smoother on it, and I love it. So if you don't mind this layout, this kind of binding, this really is a great daily, and I know so many of you love it. It's a very well-loved and popular planner in the planner world, and this cover is just gorgeous. I wish I could get this in an Erin Condren cover, because I just love the artwork on here. However, as you can probably tell, this is not what I chose to stay with in 2022, so I'm really sad. I use this every day for 2 months, but the binding, especially because I got here to the end and the binding works worse in the back than it does in the front, I just can't do it. I can't deal with this. I mean, I can, because I don't have to. I have the Daily Duo here. I have some other options here. I don't have to stick with something that's not working perfectly for me. So I do highly recommend this. This is probably my second favorite. And just an honorable mention, because so many of you were excited about this and loving this. This is the plan, and I did a whole review on this, so I'll link this below. But this is a really interesting daily. It's huge. So this is a daily you will not want to take anywhere with you. It's probably twice as thick as any other planner that I own, and it is like an 8x10. So I'm trying to find, I did an example spread somewhere in here. Okay, here's a spread that I did in this planner. So as you can see, this has a similar issue to the MakseLife planner, where you have just a lot of stuff going on. But for some reason, this one felt a little bit more usable to me, because the times are more of the focus. In this, you have times, you have a to-do list, you have fitness, activity, H2 intake, a meal planner up there. You have red line items, what did I do for me, like self-care down here. You have a quote. Every once in a while, you get at the end of the week, you have a meal prep page, and you get a fun recipe to try, meals to prepare. It talks about that. And then this has like goal setting in it. It has so much. Go watch the video if you want. This is an everything planner. You have everything you could ever want. It has I love their monthly and how it's laid out. She has a little organized your like prompt up there, something to do around the house to keep your house organized. It's just a great planner, and it was really, really well thought out. It is huge. It is huge. And because of that, it probably wouldn't be the choice for me, because I do carry, my daily is my thing that I carry everywhere with me. But if this is a planner, if you have no need to carry around your planner with you, if you don't ever do that anyway, and you want to keep a planner on your desk, this is a great one. Lots of great prompts to think through the year. And I know she's coming out with her new planners fairly soon, so watch for a video here. I'll be doing one. But yeah, I would recommend this for those of you who really like a planner that has it all. All right, now for the planner that I chose to use for this next year, for my daily at least. You guys, it is the first week. Like today I should be starting my weekly, and I still don't know what I'm gonna use. So, but my daily I have chosen. Look, I'm so sorry, this lighting is the yuckiest. It's this. I chose the Color Blends A5 Daily Duo, and I do offer stickers in this size. I haven't started offering for the 7x9 because the interest wasn't there over the past couple years, but I am hearing a lot of people request that. So it is something that I am probably going to add to the shop fairly soon. If you are a 7x9 planner, I have to order one first. So I've got to get a 7x9 Daily Duo for me to try out. But let me zoom you in. Okay, so this is the Color Blends. I love the cover. If you notice, the Color Blends covers, there's a few different ones that kind of different variations of color. I know a lot of people don't love this vellum. I think it is so fun. I really, really like it. And I like everything about this Color Blends. I don't think I'd want it for my main weekly, but it's perfect for a daily. I even like this. I know a lot of people were complaining about the background. I think this will be perfect. I'm going to be using this as my, like I said, my dump, my workhorse. And I probably will be adding my goal setting into here. I'm going to keep it a little bit more simplified than the MakseLife, what I did over there, because I just felt like I don't need to be setting so many goals in so many areas for me in my life right now. So this will probably be 6 areas that I'm going to focus on. I'm going to put goals here, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this side. I haven't set it up obviously yet, but I love the simplicity this year with this. There's no bleeding off mid-century circles or anything. I love this page. I love the colors. It's so pretty. And then one great thing they added in is at the end of every week, before Monday, you have a notes page. So this can be used as a weekly plan. I'm going to be using it, like I said, for goal setting and kind of like a master to-do list of things that I want to get done throughout the week, I think. I mean, I probably will change it up every week, but I really, really love this. And I think it's going to be a game changer in the Daily Duo. So just really simple pages. You have a huge, it goes 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Time blocking, and that's perfect for me. I know a lot of people don't like that it ends at 7 p.m., but you do have this last square that's not timed, and so if I ever have a late thing, that's where I mark that. If it's like at 10 p.m., I just write 10 p.m. and generally my day is over by 8 p.m. and so this ends at 7, and I kind of wrap things up since I get up at 4 a.m. every morning. So I like it. I think it's awesome. And I go work out early in the morning, and so it's before 6 a.m. So I just put a box over that 6 a.m. or I ignore the time and just write in workout, and I just know. I know. So the only complaint I have about this is I wish that the to-do list went all the way down or was higher, and I really wish that they didn't put the calendar in. The calendar doesn't really bother me anymore like it used to, but I still would prefer it not being in. Other than that, I think this is like a nearly perfect daily. The Simplified just has a little bit more simplistic layout, which I like, and a bigger to-do list. And that's really the only reason I prefer it. This is an A5 size, and the Simplified is pretty much an A5 size on the pages, but this one has a much smaller footprint because it just doesn't have all the bulk of the cover and the thick coil, so you can see. But the pages inside are pretty much the same size. So one of the main reasons I chose this was for the coil and just that it's smaller and takes up less space on my desk, and that's really important to me for this type of planner. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really can't tell you how much I appreciate and how much fun this has been for me to run this channel. I think that these are all great options, and I really don't think there's a bad one in the bunch, but there may be one that fits you a little bit better, and I hope this was helpful for you as you try to find your perfect daily. My top two would definitely be the Simplified as my number 2 and the Erin Condren Daily Duo as my number 1. And obviously you can choose what size and whether or not you want to use it in rings or in coil. But, you know, my preference is always the coil. I always kind of lean that way. MakseLife is amazing for those of you who like a really structured day, and I also really, really enjoy the plan. So these are my top dailies, and I hope that this was helpful, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. See you, bye.